The Block O jersey has been given out. Now, we gave predictions last year or maybe 2 years ago on this. We didn't talk about it this year. I think it was going to come down to one of three people. It ended up being six-year senior, former walk-on Xavier Johnson. In the comment section below, I want to hear your comments. Did they give the Block O jersey to the right guy? Yes or no? And why? Chris, what do you think?
I love this. I absolutely think he is the perfect guy to wear this. He represents the school and the program so well. Just a completely selfless player, does whatever's asked of him. Like you said, a former walk-on, just guts for days, a hardworking kid. We talked a few years ago when they gave it to Haskell Garrett about how it just felt right. And man, I feel like this feels right to me. For everything he does for the team, this is an honor that I truly feel he deserves.
Yeah, I that was my pick, actually. That's the guy I wanted to get it. I go back to the Peach Bowl last year when we literally had nobody to run the football. Marvin Harrison Jr. gets hurt. I mean, we've got people. Cade Stover was in the hospital at that time,
Yeah.
and here's Xavier Johnson, right? Steps in, fifth-year senior, and has a great game. Had a big catch, had a big run, was filling it nicely, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm coming back, right?" And decides he's going to be coming back, and he's awarded the Block O jersey. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what that means, the Block O jersey at Ohio State is given to a player who represents courage and a never say die attitude, and walks the straight and narrow off the field, and is for
Willis.
Bill Willis, who was the first African American who played at Ohio State, broke the color barrier at Ohio State. He wore number 99. That number is retired. And so that's who is the Block O is given to in representation of. Even a Purdue Boilermaker says that's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. It's pretty neat, man. There's a lot of other things about Ohio State, Dylan, that are pretty cool, including the fans. I know he's going to disagree with me on this one. Frank says this might be my favorite Block O. He's a perfect example of determination and resilience from walk-on to Sugar Bowl star. You know what? I agree with that, Frank. You know, the last two guys have been pretty good. Cameron Babble's another good one. I know he didn't get on the field, but man, that moment he had where he caught the touchdown was. That made a big man almost have tear up. That was pretty good. Xavier's another really good one. I agree with you. King Bronco, what's up, fellas? X gonna give it to y'all. Yeah, I think there's a role for him on this team. There's got to be.
Who knows how many positions he'll play this year?
Right. Yeah.
Whatever's asked of him. He just goes out there and gives 100%.
Yeah. Dylan says, I know at least two fans who are cool. Yeah. They're probably not us. There's a follow-up coming somewhere there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Larry Daniels says, not certain why X can't crack the starting lineup. Maybe he's 1A. Know this man, when his number is called, he came to play. That's a great question. I mean, you're not going to put him in over Egbuka. You're not going to put him in over Harrison.
Could he sneak in over Fleming?
Maybe. I mean, Fleming plays a different position, though. He's like X is usually.
I almost feel that he would have more of a fit as a Curtis Samuel type player.
Yes, he's more of a slot / H-back is what I see him as. There's a role for him. He's played special teams.
Yeah.
I think he had like 14 special teams tackles. He does it all. He absolutely does it all. And we're not done talking about him tonight. So it seems like for the most part, based off, I agree, King. X is better in the slot than Fleming, maybe. I agree with that, actually. Yeah. I do. I think he's more shiftier. He's got better hips. He's a little shifty, a little smaller. He's dangerous with football in his hands. We've seen it. He absolutely is. I think you got to at least give yourself, if you're the offensive coordinator, whether that be Ryan Day, who's calling plays, or Brian Hartline, who's calling plays, I think you got to say, I'm going to give him at least 10 offensive plays. Doesn't mean he's going to get the football, but I think you need to put him out there.
But he's got to have that opportunity.
Yeah, you at least got to give him the opportunity. Something to see if something happens.
Well, as we've seen, if he has the opportunity, he's going to kick the door down. So.
Yeah, and he's 23, 24 years old? He's a grown man, okay? Like, he's had 6 years of college football development. He's mature. He's intelligent. He's well-spoken. Lenny says...
6 years of body by Mick, this guy might be able to bench press a Buick.
He might. H-back seems a little more like an urban thing.
I agree.
Is it, though? Ryan Day called plays with the H-back. I think Ryan Day can be adaptable, man. I really do. I really do. King Bronco X has a 401k. Yeah. Robert says problem is X and Pryor could steal snaps from each other.
And they will, potentially.
But is that necessarily a bad thing for Pryor at the beginning of the season? No, you want to bring him in slowly. They are bringing him in back very, very. Do not be surprised if Pryor maybe gets a couple plays in the first half against Indiana, maybe a few more in the second half. I don't think they're going to throw him out there for an entire series. But yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility, Robert. All right, moving on.